Answer your question, Cyrus. Yeah, I can dig it. But you know what I can dig more? A good remake to this film. Hey, everybody. Welcome to another movie review. And today I will be reviewing The Warriors. Yes. The Warriors, this came out in 1979 and was directed by Walter Hill. And it stars Michael Beck, James Remar, um, Deborah Valkenburg, and David Patrick Kelly. All right, so the Warriors. So I on Instagram I made a poll. I made a poll telling my followers to vote which movie they would rather me review, which movie they would want me to review. I gave two options. I wanted to give four, but I haven't really figured out how to do four yet. I just now figured out how to do polls, but I only know how to do two options. So for some reason I don't know how to do four. But anyways, um, I gave two options. I gave this movie, The Warriors, and Little Women, the 1994 version with Winona Ryder. I know it's a weird matchup, but yeah, I gave them those two choices. I just picked two random films for my watch list. I looked at my watch list on Letterboxd, and I just picked two random ones. Ones that were streaming, and yeah, I picked those two, and so I gave two options of those two, and the majority was the Warriors. Five people voted for the Warriors, and two people voted for Little Women. So yeah, the Warriors won the poll, so that's why I am reviewing the Warriors today. Um, so yeah, I watched it yesterday, and um, I thought it was pretty good. I thought the Warriors was pretty good, a little bit better than I thought it would be. I wasn't really sure about this movie. I only had it on the watch list just because it was a cult classic, and I wasn't even sure if I would ever like review it. But I figured, what the hell, might as well. Um, and yeah, I thought it was pretty good. Honestly, it could have been better, and I will talk about that. But I will talk about that in this video. But it was good for the most part. I enjoyed it for the most part. So anyway, so let's talk about the plot, shall we? I'll try to describe the plot the best I can. Um, so yeah, I actually really like the story. It's a it's a movie about gangs in New York, not be the confused with the Gangs of New York, the Scorsese film. But but no, yeah, these and it's nothing like Gangs of New York because this is set. Well, I would say the modern era, but it was in the '70s, so but that was modern whenever it came out. But anyways, not modern now, but um, anyways, but um it's about gangs. It's particularly about one gang in particular, and that's of course the Warriors. So it starts out with the Warriors and a bunch of these other gangs in New York who they're all here for this meeting. Um, and this guy named Cyrus, he's giving a speech to all these gangs and stuff. And then someone murders Cyrus at that meeting, and the Warriors get blamed for it. So every other gang in New York is going after the Warriors, and even the cops too. The cops are also after the Warriors, and the Warriors are just trying to get back home. Um, so yeah, that's basically the plot. That's basically what it is. Um, so yeah, um, yeah, pretty cool movie. I like the story a lot. I'll go ahead and say the positives. The biggest positive I can give is probably the story. The story is probably what I liked about it the most. I really enjoyed the story. I haven't read the book, but I thought the story was really good. Even better than the movie itself. Which explains why I kind of want a remake to this movie. I'll talk about that in a minute, but I said that in the intro. Um, and I also really liked the other thing I really liked about this movie was the score. Well, the music in general, really, but the score was badass. I thought it was really cool, and I also like the Joe Walsh. I can't even say his name right. Joe Walsh. I liked his song at the end of the film, "In the City." Really cool song. Actually, I think I've heard that song before I seen the movie, but I didn't know it came from this. Yeah, music is really good, and that's those are like the two biggest things I liked. I thought cinematography was all right. I mean, a little dated, but whatever. It came from the '70s. Characters were okay. They could have been better. Kind of my negative, honestly. But I mean, I thought they were okay. They weren't terrible. Um, And actually, most of the acting was actually surprisingly pretty good. There were some performances that were kind of but most of the performance, like I thought, all or maybe almost all of the warriors who played all the actors who played the warriors, I thought they were all pretty good. Um, and I thought the girl was pretty good too. Like in the story, they come across this girl who like wants to join them and stuff, and um she kind of becomes the love interest too for the leader of the Warriors. Um, I thought if I had a favorite character, honestly, it might have been the girl. Um, maybe, probably so, but I thought she was cool. But yeah, and also David Patrick Kelly. I thought his performance maybe the best performance in the movie. I kind of wish he was in it a little bit more though, but he was great. I've seen him. I've seen pictures of him before, and I wasn't even really too familiar. Well, I wasn't familiar with his name at least, but I actually have seen his character. Sorry, I have seen that actor before, David Patrick Kelly. I have seen him in. He was in The Crow, and he's also in Twin Peaks actually, and some other David Lynch stuff. Like I think he was in Wild at Heart, but I can't remember who he was in that movie. Um, so yeah, I was familiar with him. Um, and he was good. He was again probably the best. He probably gave the best performance in the film. So yeah, that's all. I guess all the negatives. I mean all the positives I can give it. Now to the negatives. I mean a little bit of the acting too was kind of eh. I wasn't a fan of the editing. I didn't think the editing was very good. Um, but like I don't know. One thing I did really have a problem with this movie is that like I like the story a lot, but the way it was executed, it could have been a lot better. Mostly, I think due to the characters. Like really, I didn't. Other than the girl and David Patrick Kelly's character too, I didn't really like a whole lot of the characters. That's just because I just felt like, and it's not the actor's fault, but I felt like I don't know. I might blame it on the editing, honestly. Like I kind of feel like some scenes didn't really um explain the characters too well. There wasn't really much to the characters in this film. I kind of thought they could have been done a little bit better. And I feel like I said in the intro, I would like or a remake to this film. And yeah, and kind of just if they do it, explore the characters a little bit more. Like get get us to know them a little bit better because I don't know. I just didn't really connect with these characters. I don't know. A lot of these characters just didn't do much for me, and thought like it could have been done a little bit better. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think that's the biggest issue. Was just like it was a very good story, but it could have been done better in film. So I kind of feel like I kind of think this movie itself hasn't really aged very well, to be honest. I mean, I'm sure it was really good whenever it first came out, but now I kind of feel like it hasn't aged very well. So they should, I think they should probably do a remake to it. I mean, if it's worse than this movie, then yeah, that'll suck. But I don't know. I feel like there needs to be a remake to this. Like really, I'm not really for remakes to like good movies, and this is a decent movie, but it wasn't like a great movie, and I felt like it could have been better. So, so yeah, I would like a remake to this movie. I honestly would. Um, I bet you there's probably a lot of people, and maybe some of y'all who are watching this, who really like this movie and don't want a remake to it. And I understand, but I don't know. It's just my personal opinion. I just feel like there should be a remake to it. And I think I heard that they're trying to make someone's trying to make a remake of this. Yeah, that would be really cool. I think I heard that Tony Scott originally was going to do a remake to it, but then of course he died, so he never did. But yeah, there might be someday, and I hope so, and I hope it's good and even better than this. But with that being said, no, this was a decent film. I liked it better than I thought it would. One thing I also forgot to mention, I about the positives. I don't know why I didn't say it, but the chase scenes. I really like the chase scenes in this film. They were really cool. And in some of the fighting scenes too. But the chase scenes in general were really good. I can't believe I forgot to mention that. But yeah, that was some of the stuff I really liked about this movie too, were the chase scenes. But yeah, I don't know what else to say about this movie. I just didn't really have a whole lot to say about this movie, but I'm kind of just going back to just like there was some a little while ago there was like some movies where I was trying to review it, but I didn't really have a whole lot to say about them. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to review it. But now that I'm pretty much just reviewing this because my followers voted for this. And by the way, I'll link my if you don't follow me on Instagram and you want to, I'll put a link to my Instagram in the description. But and if you follow me, you can vote on like because I think I will. I think I'll start doing polls um for my reviews. But yeah, and I might go back. I think I'm going to go back to some of my some rewatch movies because I used to review movies that I've seen before, but like not in a long time. I think I'll go back to that because lately I've just been doing movies that I haven't seen before. Um, but anyways, so yeah, this review. Sorry if this review isn't very good. I just don't really have a whole lot to say about it. Again, I'm just doing this because my followers voted for it. So yeah, the Warriors, um, good movie. Could have been a little bit better, but I still enjoyed it for the most part. And like I said, I liked it more than I thought I would. So yeah, the Warriors. I'm gonna go ahead and give it its rating. I'm gonna give the Warriors 3.5 stars. Yeah. Um, I would probably watch this again, and maybe I'll like it some more. The more I watch it, like I'm thinking about buying it. Yeah, it, you know, I enjoyed it. Just could have liked it a little better, like I said. And I would like a remake to this. But anyways, but yeah, the Warriors. I give that 3.5 stars. Yeah, pretty good. All right, there we go. There's my review for the Warriors. So in the comments, tell me, have you seen the Warriors? Have you not? Also, would you like a remake to this film? Why or why not? Yeah. Um. All right. So please like, subscribe, comment, and hit the bell. And yeah, again, follow me on Instagram. I'll put the link, down below. Down below. Uh, I was like trying to say below, but also above for some reason. I said below. But yeah, and yeah, like I said, I think I'm gonna start like having my followers just vote for the movies they want me to review. So yeah, like and if it ever comes down to a tie, I think I might just review both films, just do like a double movie review. So yeah, and since Little Women didn't win, I'm gonna put it in the next first time watching review poll. But if it loses again, then I'll move on with something else. But anyways, my next video is hopefully going to be my Ween discography ranking. They'll be this Thursday, and they'll yeah for my music related videos. Um, and then I think next Monday, I think I'm gonna try to finally do a top 20 of my favorite movies of all time. I'm gonna try to do that. So look out for that. Look out for that if you're interested, and look out for my Ween discography ranking if you're interested. But anyways, so yeah, I'll see you this Thursday for the Ween discography ranking. All right, peace.